Life presents us with so many things. Decisions more important than we realize at the moment. Good or bad, right or wrong, it's all the same. The question is, what will you choose? Twice. Twice nice.
Hey mom, get right.
I told
You gotta find yourself before you find your purpose. That's one thing that I had to learn through experience. The goals and the aspirations and the dreams that I set out for myself weren't really mine. You know, they weren't really things I really wanted. They weren't really things that I wanted deep in my core. They were things that I picked up from other people just through conversation, just through social media, seeing people be successful in certain things, in certain businesses, in certain fields, and picking all those up along the way. Those kind of gave me the motivation to want to try this and want to try that and want to try that. And speaking from experience, that's not a path you want to walk down. That's not a journey you want to take when it comes to chasing somebody else's dream, chasing somebody else's purpose in life. Self-awareness is the foundation of purpose, in my opinion, because going back to what I just said, if you don't know yourself, you're going to end up pursuing someone else's purpose in life. And if you don't have the self-awareness to notice that you're chasing somebody else's dream, notice that you're pursuing someone else's purpose, then you can end up walking down the wrong path for years. You can end up walking down the wrong path for 20 plus years. Like, I work at a nursing school, and there's certain people that are in their 50s that are coming in, you know, trying to apply to nursing school and things like that. And the conversations I have with them, you know, they'll tell me like, yeah, I did this for this amount of years, and now I'm actually ready to do what I actually want to do, which is nursing. And I'm just like, damn, ain't you 50? Like, nah, I don't be saying that. But, you know, when they tell me things like that, I just step back and be like, damn, like, they went that long pursuing someone else's purpose. They went that long living someone else's dream. And it's like, imagine if they would have made the decision that they're making now to become a nurse or actually do what they want to do 30 years ago. Imagine where they'd be. Imagine the peace of mind, the happiness, the joy that they would have felt these past 30 years. Once you know yourself, then it's easy for you to find your purpose. Once you know what you enjoy doing, what you love doing, once you know what you don't like, once you know what like brings the worst out of you, once you know what brings the best out of you, once you know what brings you a peace of mind, once you know what adds stress to your life, like once you're self-aware of yourself internally and externally, then you can start to decipher and eliminate the things that aren't for you. You can start to look at a certain job opportunity and be like, nah, I'm not gonna thrive in that because I already know that's gonna get annoying. I'm not gonna thrive in that because that's hella robotic, and I'm not a robotic person. I'm an authentic person. I like to be able to be myself when I'm working or whenever I'm doing what I want to do. Like, you'll start to be able to pick apart what's for you and what's not for you. And once you clear out that path of the things that aren't for you and the things that you know don't resonate with your deepest core, your deepest purpose in life, then you're only left with the things that are in alignment with who you are as a human being. Those things that are in alignment with your mentality, the way you carry yourself. And, you know, once you find that, that's going to help lead you to that purpose. That's going to lay the foundation for you to find your purpose.
Hey, Mom, get right.
I chose to rap, I chose to trap, I chose to put all of this pressure right on my back. I chose to win, it came with sin. It's deeper than it's really ever been. I chose to love, give me a hug, I needed that. Favors milk a nigga dry, low supply on Similac. They didn't expect me to get far, swallow bro, I needed that. Swallow bro, I needed that. And I won't argue with a soul, cause we don't do the pity pat. This rapping is my blessing, sounds just like my confession. Was just an adolescent, without the Smith & Wessons. I wasn't in the books, most all my niggas crooks. Can't judge a book based on the cover, just by how it look. Read between the lines, you be surprised at what you find. On the surface, you see evil appearance from inside. There's a few diamonds in the dirt, you don't know where they lie. You still get high to pass the time, still do that all the time.
In order to find your purpose, you have to first find yourself. And in order to find yourself, it's going to require a lot of unlearning. It's going to require a lot of letting go of the person you are right now. Letting go of your thinking process. Letting go of the way you carry yourself. Letting go of the way you speak. Unlearning the, habits that you're contributing in right now. You have to let go of the person you are now in order to become the person you're trying to become. And in that process of letting go, you're going to feel lost at times. You're going to feel confused. You're going to feel and question God and be like, what am I here for? What is my purpose here? And just trust that that's a part of the process. That's a part of the letting go process of your past self. And that's the most important thing. When you're in that void, when you're feeling lost or confused or not knowing what to do, be still. You just gotta be still. Be still physically, be still mentally, be still energetically. Genuinely sit there and be still and wait. Wait for God to speak to you. Wait for God to show you the way. Wait for God to show you the path. I have this saying in all of my social media bios, and the saying is, you yourself must strive. God only points the way. So when you don't know where to go, when you're lost or confused and not knowing which route or pathway to take, be still. God is going to show you the way. And once God lays down that pathway, once God shows you the destination and the route you have to take, it's on you to strive. It's on you and your willpower to take the steps necessary in order to reach that goal, to reach that destination. In peace, send the love, send the blessings as always. Elevate.